What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are down to the second last video of the series, 12th Lord in the 11th house, and what happens when the planet that controls your 12th house is sitting in the 11th house. And as always, if you do not know where your 12th Lord is placed, where your other Lord planetary placements are, for that check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including my new magazine on destiny and career. So, 12th house. What is 12th house? 12th house represents expenses, losses, but 12th house represents spirituality, isolated places like monasteries, forests, jungles, hospitals, jails, asylums. 12th house is a house of your dreams, your daydreaming world, your subconscious spiritual world. It's where you use your imagination. 12th house represents feet, which is like dancing. So, a lot of things are represented by 12th house. 12th house represents going to foreign lands, settling in foreign lands, or working for multinational companies, like you being in the United States and you're working for Reliance or Tata, or you're being in India and you're working for Google. So, it's like working for multinational companies in your own homeland. Now, what is 11th house? Okay, I'm just watching Pramila because she's like turning now. And I gotta make sure that she doesn't fall. So, what is 11th house? 11th house is a house of your hopes and wishes, all your gains through investments. It's your friends, your network circle. It's your elder siblings. It's a house of social welfare and social reform. So when 12th Lord goes in the 11th house, what this shows is that on behalf of your friends and network circle, you suffer losses and expenses. Your network circles put you into an isolated position. Perhaps you make friends who insult you a lot, who look down upon you a lot, and they kind of isolate you because your self-esteem goes down. Shows that your elder sibling works for a multinational company or has a lot of foreign friends, or he might be working behind the scenes in hospitals or jails or asylum. Perhaps you have an elder sibling who's in jail for some reason if the planet is bad. So all sorts of these things are seen from this. But mainly what this sees is that you use your imagination to be part of a large organization, to be part of a large group setting where you can kind of emphasize and showcase your spiritual knowledge. You like to make friends who are very spiritual. You like to be part of organization that is about meditation and yoga and learning spiritual scriptures. From Bhagavad Gita to Quran to Bible. You want to be part of a group that is not about strict religion, even though these things are religion. You want to learn the spiritual side of these things. And that's what makes you who you are. Now, depending upon what planet controls the 12th house and goes in the 11th house will differentiate these things. So let's discuss that. So let's say if Sun controls your 12th house and Sun goes into the 11th house. What this shows is that your elder siblings or your elder sibling kind of dominates you a lot regarding, your hopes and wishes. They're the one who kind of have molded what you wish for in this life. They must have kind of like manipulated what you must have wished for in this life. Perhaps like your elder brother always talked about, loving Superman. And you kind of really didn't care, but then suddenly because your brother really did that, you kind of became a fan of Superman. So you were influenced by your brother. Your elder sibling dominated who you became friends with, who you became, close, what kind of circle you went into, or including your father. And that kind of like put you into wrong positions sometimes. And that kind of, your friendship came and went because you were looking for their approval a lot. So that kind of became this expense upon your life, your network circle due to your elder sibling. But this also shows that your network circle kind of dominates your hopes and wishes too. Your network circle kind of becomes this authoritative figure upon you. So this is kind of like a very, very thin line type of a thing with Sun being in as a 12th Lord in the 11th house. But what this shows is that there's this emotional connection. Your soul, your personality, your ego has this emotional connection towards making friends with people who are very spiritual. And this comes, later in life. This, when he matures, that's when this kind of a Sun produces that kind of a friend circle. And yes, there's an emotional connection with the elder sibling too. It's not all bad as well with this position. Let's say moon controls your 11th house. 12th house goes into the 11th house. Shows you like to communicate a lot with your network circles about spirituality. You're always talking about the other dimension. You're always talking about, private life, spiritual life, or you're talking about visiting foreign lands. And you kind of make friends who you can have a really communicative emotional connection with, who you can talk them to about different things in life. You can talk about religion, you can talk about philosophy, you can talk about, people who are suffering. You kind of want to become this person who wants to communicate about social welfare and social reform. And that becomes your hopes and wishes through your dreams, through your subconscious mind. Let's say if Mercury controls your 12th house, goes into the 11th house. Mercury shows that you are quite ambitious about the network circle you make. You really want to make network circle that can land you into great business opportunities in foreign lands. You want to do business in foreign lands through these kind of people. You want to really communicate about, how to manage finances, how to invest your money, how to do this. And you kind of do this with a network circle that it might be from a foreign source, foreign lands. You make a lot of friends in foreign lands who help you develop your business skills, help you develop your communicative skills. Your sibling must have been a very strong resource for you to go to foreign lands. And with this kind of a Mercury, one gains a lot in Mercury time period when they do business with foreign sources. And let's say if Venus controls your 12th house, goes into the 11th house, shows that you kind of meet your wife through foreign friend circle. Perhaps you're in foreign lands, you make a lot of friends, and through that you meet your wife. Your wife kind of becomes a source of your hopes and wishes through your network circle. You're always talking about the kind of dream girl you want. You're always talking about the kind of marriage you want. And for a woman too, it can show hopes and wishes for marriage, being with a foreign partner. But Venus really shows that you have a lot of ambition towards being surrounded by women, being around women. Women give you a lot of spiritual knowledge in your life, whether through love, fighting, sex, any kind of a thing. They kind of give you this spiritual enlightenment in your life, and shows you are influenced a lot with female friend circles or your elder sister. And your hopes and wishes kind of develop through their influence. Whatever you want in life must have been influenced by the kind of women you hung around in your life, whether you're a man or woman. But it really shows a person who is very artistic, who wants to be part of a large organization that wants to express itself and helps you express yourself creatively. Let's say if Mars controls your 12th house, goes into the 11th house, shows that male friends, male siblings, male elder sibling can become a source of your losses in life, source of finding yourself alone in life. Perhaps you made a network circle with wrong people in your life, and through that you felt isolated in life. You were put into isolation in life. Or through your network circles of male friends, male colleagues. They gave you a lot of ambition in your life. They gave you a lot of power to go after your goals, to go after your hopes and wishes. Like you got a lot of friends who always motivated you. If this Mars was in a great dignity, they kind of taught you how to do business. They kind of taught you how to go out there and use your willpower and strength to achieve your goals. So again, this is kind of like, a very black and white situation where Mars can throw you off, or any other planet can throw you off in one direction or the other. Okay, shows that through your male sibling or elder male sibling, you might get an opportunity to go to foreign lands. So it's quite a benefic position depending upon how and what is influencing Mars. Let's say if Jupiter controls your 12th house, goes into the 11th house, shows you meet your guru, your spiritual guru, through a foreign network circle. Perhaps you are in the United States, you meet a foreign friends, and through that you meet your Vedic spiritual guru who enlightens you. Your knowledge really comes from spiritual source, imaginative source. Your ability to learn about money and finance comes through spiritual knowledge. Perhaps by reading Bhagavad Gita, you knew how to handle money. You knew how to take care of money, how to save money, because you used a philosophical source for money. Why? Because Jupiter is the kark of money and it's the kark of 11th house. And so you make and you get network circles in life that enlighten your education and knowledge in life. You get very mature, wise friends that kind of help you in the right direction, that kind of help you understand spiritual life, understand highest morals in life. Let's say if, and for female too, with this Jupiter, you meet your husband through a foreign network source. If Saturn controls your 12th house, goes on the 11th house, it shows that you have always been restricted on how many friends you could have in your life. Perhaps you didn't have any friends at all. Any friend you got were lost in some sort of a way. Perhaps they left for foreign countries, you got into a fight with them, perhaps they passed away, perhaps they went to jail, but you know, your friend circle is always restricted. And you're the kind of person who actually do not want elder sibling. Anytime you make a friend who's elder to you or become like an elder sibling, you always feel nothing but depression through them. These are the people who may not have an elder sibling in life. They might be the elder sibling in life, especially if Rahu influences Saturn here, which is part of a classical yoga of not having an elder sibling. Saturn here kind of makes you all about social welfare and social reform. You will find all these majority of these people involved in social, social circles and circles about non-profit organization, helping people, helping the poor, helping the handicapped, doing fundraising a lot. These are the people who may actually go into politics because of the fact growing up, they kind of had a lot of lack of gains in their life. They suffered a lot of mental tension in life. So this Saturn makes them mature very early on in age, where they become the big brother for their network circle. They become very disciplined, organized, and structured about what their hopes and wishes are. They do not have very hopes and wishes like, I want $1 billion. They have very realistic hopes and wishes that, okay, I want a nice house, 3-bedroom house for my family. I want just this much savings because I know this is achievable with the career that I'm doing. So these people become very mature about what they desire for in this life. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of 12th Lord in the 11th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And again, if you want to know where all your other placements are and all my books and reports and consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, tomorrow we'll do 12th Lord in the 12th house, perhaps from a very unique place, perhaps from a fair that is happening an hour away from where I live, near where my mom used to live. So I might make a video from there, just having fun. It's the last of this long series. Literally, it's started like last year at this time. Okay? So anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.